In this video, I'm going to show you how to perform a barbell bent over row from start to finish and hopefully go through as many coaching cues as possible and potential things to avoid. With a barbell bent over row, I would highly recommend jumping straight in and going for a 20 kg 7-foot barbell. The barbells you see that everybody uses on the squat racks. Now, if you're not comfortable with that, you can get yourself one of the preset barbells or something a bit smaller or a bit shorter. But it will just kind of means that when you eventually come to the barbell, which you will, you're going to have to readjust things and kind of learn it from the ground up. So the best thing you can do is grab yourself a 20 kg one of these, or grab yourself a female bar, which is 15 kg, and just get stuck right in. In terms of setup, you will notice my barbell is on the floor. What I would highly recommend is to fix this on a rack. So if you see a squat rack where people place their barbells onto, put it around somewhere knee height. Load your plate on there. It'll make things a lot easier for you, so it will. I just don't have the space to do that right here. If you're going to be lifting this off the floor, make sure you do it safely. Kind of hinge yourself down into a deadlift position, brace your core, and bring the barbell right up into the starting position. In terms of feet position, you want your feet shoulder width apart and your hands are just going to go down the side of your legs. So you'll notice that when you grip the bar, your hands should just be on the outside of your thighs. You don't want them out any further than that. There's genuinely no need. Now, the main point of a barbell row is you want to try and get into a 90 degrees position by hinging at the hips. What that looks like without the bar would be you hinging over in this position here as close to this 90 degrees as possible, and that's where you want to perform your barbell bent over rows. To get into that position, you're going to have to learn something called hinging at the hips. This basically means that you're a bit like a door frame in the sense that you want to hinge with the hips. And how you're going to do that is you're going to very, very subtly soften your knees. So when you're standing up, your knees are locked out, but I want you to soften them ever so slightly. Once they're softened, I want you to place your hands in the crevice of where your hip joint is, and I want you to push your bum to the back of the room as if you're trying to close a door with it. You will notice as you do this, you will start to fall forward, hinge forward, and as you're hinging forward, you'll get closer to that 90 degrees position that you want to be in when doing this exercise. When you've got the bar in your hand, you're going to slightly soften your knees, slide the bar down your legs, push your bum to the back of the room until the bar is just below your knees. Once you're in this position, you're going to row the bar towards your belly button and bring the bar down in contact with your legs back to your starting position. The farther that bar is away from your body, the more stress it's going to put on your lower back. So you want to set the shoulder blades down into place, hinge at the hips as much as you can, brace the core, pretend to bend the bar with your hands. What that's going to do is tuck in your elbows and make sure that they're not flaring out. But in this row, we want to keep the elbows close to our body, and we do that by trying to bend the bar, tucking the shoulder blades back and down, and rowing in towards our belly button. We're in this position, we're trying to bend the bar, big row, keeping the elbows tucked to the belly button, keeping the bar about 1 inch away from our body, back towards the knees, rowing again to the belly button and back down into the starting position. When you're rowing, you want to make sure that the bar is no more than 1 inch out from your body. What that's going to do is make sure that it keeps stress off your lower back. Now remember, when the bar is in your hands, try and bend it in your hands. When you try and bend the bar, that's going to tuck your elbows in and allow you to row more effectively. Once you've rowed the barbell to your belly button, try and squeeze your shoulder blades together as if you're trying to pinch a pencil in between them. Start off with a weight nice and light, build up a good mind-muscle connection, because remember, it's always quality over quantity. And if you follow all those steps, you should be doing your barbell rows absolutely perfectly.